Get all the other stuff cranked up here. Start working on this thing here. I gotta fire up the Facebook Live thing here. Got limited time today, so see some concerts and stuff, chill out. So yeah, it looks like everything's fired up. Get my coffee. Work on this nice commission piece here. A little bit each day. Pencils react and these markers react. They do pretty good. Good. We'll do a little mix of both. I bought these markers. I didn't know how good they were gonna be, so we're gonna put them on here and see what we get. Marker red here. Kind of will slide in there a little bit, make some highlights and stuff. Yeah, doing good. No, I didn't think they were going to be. I mean, they were U.S. Art Supply or something like that. I didn't think they would really be that good of a marker set, but not bad. For like $30 for 100 of them, it's pretty cheap. So what kind of gold we have here? That sounds pretty good. No. I don't need all that light. Hold on a minute. There we go. Mix a little bit of the black with it. Right here. I know get the thicker black right here. I can probably pop out some more shade with that. That's cool. All right. Grays. Let me turn this box over here so I can get in this damn drawer. Don't call it a comeback. I was never gone. I have too much fun, people. You just don't know. You just don't know. Just the stuff that you listen to and all this stuff clears down, man. And then you know, revenge is mine, saith the Lord. Well, I'm not the Lord, but I sure did have some good revenge. That's for sure. There we go. Let's get this all thickened up here. It's kind of disappearing because that cover, you know, the color over dominates it. So you can always rely on a nice marker set or pen set to come back in there and just fill it right back in, man. Make it look sharp. Make it pop. Even over that wax. It's mostly beeswax that's on there. Pop a little black back on there just to kind of make it pop. I've changed him a little bit, so I'm going to make it my own, especially right here. Put that little bit of that blackness in there. Now I'll use the marker set. Fill in this right here. Got that orange. I want that orange in there because that orange and red always makes it pop. There we go. I don't know, just for some reason, man. So you've got the orange in there too, and if you just pop it in right over, look at that. It makes it really, really stand out. Go right over your blacks. I'm gonna pop a little bit right here. This one right here is really light. And then with the paint marker, I can just pop it in as I go. Now, I want to just glaze this in right here and leave open for that. It's got that right here. See the orange and a little bit of the filter colors. So you don't want to overbear it with the red. You want that white to pop out too. And we can overdo it with the probably do a light, real light orange on that. I'm going to come back with a little bit of a white right here. See, what you do is you get your white out, and I'll pop it on here and show you. It's going to put this glaze on it. I guess this one's brand new. Hold on a minute. I went south instead of north. There you go. The whole damn thing came off with it. You can reuse these, by the way. You just take that piece off right there, clean out your tip. You could reuse them. You just get you some mix of acrylics. You can put anything in it. You can put black ink in there. You can put anything you want. It really don't matter. But to highlight it, I've done this at shows a lot. Watch this. Just put that in there right there, and you can come off a little bit. Let it dry a little bit. You can pop it off a little bit, mix it in. Okay. Right here. If I want to add a little bit, you know, I'm gonna make this my own instead of just someone else's. So I think somebody's chiming in. Let me see if I can pull this up a little bit. There we go. Come up a little bit with this one here. Just kind of build it off a little bit. I need to buy one that's a fine line too, because I think I only got a smaller line. But work right here with that little tomato red. But you don't have, this is a off the computer piece, so I mean you can add what you want. You know, you can come off here and just leave your little highlights always in the center piece right here. And then you can take your orange and come off it a little bit and kind of blends it in. Just mixes it. It's an alcohol base, so we'll fine tip out. Come all the way down, right in the center. This one has a multi-colors. Leave that white right there. So we can do a darker crimson here. I'll probably have a darker one in there, but I don't want it too dark, because it's almost like a brown after the sun can hit it. Always test your colors to see what you got. And I can come right off that, just a little bit off that plate, kind of give it a look. You don't want to destroy all your shade work, you want to work with it. When you're using markers, man, you got to watch, because you can mess up your shade a lot, especially your pencil shade. So what you want to do is go with the flow, even strokes, so you know your shade stays. If you continue to mess with it, it'll dissipate and come off. So just take your time, but don't stay in the spot for too long. Do a stroke on it like that, and you can blend it in. Too much will mess it up. And your shadows, and the shades stay. You can always You can't take back, but you can give a little bit more. So if you're gonna give a little more, that's always best. So see this black here, so now I can come off here just lightly. And all the shade stays. See, I'm going to do something here, so I have to watch because I'm doing like a blast off here. So I want to kind of end it where the hand would go. And the same here. See, this piece right here is going to be where he's. I'm going to smear all this in, you know, put some a coat in there. So let's work on the black on all this right here and get this down. On the black back of the piece, I'll put the name of the marker that I used and the color. I'll just take a little dot or something, put down there so that the customer knows what they got. So now we'll come off this. It's really easy. A couple ways you can do it. You can go sideways on it if you want. Kind of gives it a form a little bit better. Do this with graphites too. I go at an angle, not straight. Go at an angle, and you just want to put a little bit of a here's and there's in there. Now remember, we're going to come off this right here with a little bit of a blast. So you just want to smear this in a little bit off the face. Not much, because he's going sideways. Remember, you're going to be putting your little blacks in there. Loop it, and come off. Go right through. Right onto it. Now we can add a little bit more here. That's this kind of strange piece here, so I'm just going to add more black actually to pop it out. And add some more highlights. And you can go right back over now with the marker. And you start your final details now. See, look, you come off right here on this plate. Then you come this way. It gives it now a plate look instead of just common. You have it here, and you have it here. Just come off it really. Take your time. Don't try to get in a hurry. You see, look at it's rounded, man. See, it looks like a plate now. It's rounded off, and it has all its bevels, so you know that that's a plate that's there. And then you can come in. You're rounding off. It's called whip shade. You're going to the action like that on the whip shade. On this piece right here, you want to come off, then touch, then come off, then touch it. See, what you're doing is you're just showing a mist of coming off him. But to get that plate to be rounded, man, you have to learn to draw this way and this way. So you draw this way, but put it flat like this. and then come off. Same thing here. See, it's rounded off. It's got that rounded plate look. This is a computer drawing. This is a real drawing. It's going to look a lot different. So you have to show and incorporate what you got a little bit better as an artist. Remember to sharpen your pencil. Now, here, we'll do this one too. All these plates have to be where they look good. We're going to come off this right here and round it. And round this plate off here. This comes down. Follow the direction of the flow. This plate right here would go this way and this way. Same thing with these. These little plates will go this way. Now we can buzz just a little piece in here. This is a little bit thicker right here. So we'll come up to that line right there. And just keep on busting. So you can always repair something if you say you didn't do it good enough. No, I just take this and go like that. See, it's going to add the mixture that I want. And then I'm going to come off real heavy with the black right here. And then right here on that plate, it's just got a disc for his hip. It's right here. Now I can come down this way. And then actually whip shade it this way and this way. Now this is the same thing with here. See, now you're going to incorporate your blacks. I can come straight down if I want, just with a smooth, but I'm doing something different, so I want to come off here. And here. Now I can whip this off here. Like that. It just puts a dimension into it now. This is a white piece here, so really I can just come off here and blast it. Now you can do your little scratch marks. There's guys that say this, that, and the other about them, but it's just little lines that scratch, and then you go the opposite way. I just call them scratch marks. I don't know what the hell with them. So many damn names for them. Accents, this mark. You just don't overdo them. What it does is just give it that nice comic book kind of look and that comic feel. Okay, but remember, I can't draw. Shh, don't tell nobody. Okay, now we have nice orange there too, so I'm just going to put this in real light. Make sure this plate is even. Take your time. See, look at the difference that already made on that plate. Just going straight up, really light. And I'll get your orange out. Follow suit all the way up. Okay, now you can go ahead and deck it out with a little bit more black if you want to. Just kind of put your little fillers in now. Let it dry for a second. Come across here. And here's a real heavy black, so you don't want it real heavy, so what you do is you turn it sideways like that. and then come across real heavy here. This actually is a plate. On here, make that real nice and thick, real nice and thick here. And this one's already done here, so we can start on this piece here. Okay. Well, we have to finish that plate, that's right. Kind of give them a nice look right here. Pop it. This is where the little smear technique is right there. See? You just pop that in. Come right here where this plate is. See, it comes across the chest, pop. That's it. You have a piece up here. You know that's black. And this right here. You want there, pop. That's it. You got a piece right here. You know that you can take a piece of red, tomato red or whatever, and orange. See it? And just kind of blend it in a little bit on the orange. And you got your yellow right here, so we can actually just pop in a yellow filler right here where it looks like it's going to fly off anyways. And then we can pop off a little yellow right here, because it don't matter. You're going to come in there with the orange and the red later on. Okay, so for your plate look, I know this is cool. People just, you know, look, that's just a, they did it either computer or, to me it looks like it's computer generated, but you never know. I like old school shade. Let's sharpen this up real nice and get a good look. You know that this is going to be really black right here, so fill that in. You're going to just take your time. Get it where it's just about even. I usually do like an arrow look, and then when I come off it, it'll have that mist look. See, look, I'm going with the plate. See it? That plate starts here. You know that that's going to come down, so let's get this black too. Let's come down right here. Look, you're matching it from there to there. So draw a line at a curve, see? And you know you got it just about right. Make it dark here, not here. You could now just come across like this, just a couple of scoops. Like that. I can just pop it. They break all the damn time, the tips do, so you gotta watch. Okay, now I'm gonna come across here. I can just do this plate like this by coming here and here, and then come across and here. Now this plate here, I'm just going to come up. His plate is easy here, and then you just round it off a little bit, because you're just going to have a little bit of white in there. This piece right here is the same thing. You want to just come off here and pop it, and then pop it there. Now you've got a good look. See, this thing is indentated in there because that's his life source. So you want to come across like this. Just put a little scat here, right here. Then you can just build off your heavy blacks here. And your heavy blacks here. Because you know it's going to be real thick, especially right here. Pop it. A little bit of gray. Don't go too much on it. Make this nice and thick around the neck. And then just come across it here, because remember, you're going to add your reds, but you have to try to make it your own. Remember, this is my style, not this person's style that made this one. So now watch how I'm going to blend this yellow in, and I can come across with a swirl like so. This plate would go this way and this way. I'd stop here, make this chest piece a little darker, and then I just pop it off right here. Go, you know that your dimension's this way and this way. Okay, now you see it. Same thing with this right here. You know that you got a thick one here. This is all black inside here by the gear. So you want to make your gear piece the same way. You've got a little circle that's in there. Let's go ahead and make that with a fine tip. These are from Staples, Duramarks. They're fine tip. I get them either at Staples or you can get these at Walmart. You just want to pop that in right there. Finish out the line. Then you can just take this right here and finish out the black. If you want to, it's up to you. You want to go around here, leave a little bit of a dimension, not much. And the old-fashioned accents. And the same here now. This is pretty cool here how they incorporated this little thing right here, see? I've made it already with this, so what I'm going to do is just start real lightly, and this is a Derwent Color Soft, and I'm just going to pop it off. And I'll come across here. Don't worry about smearing it in because you have to do some line work with that anyways. You're just making this round, like right here. See it? Don't overdo it. If you overdo it, you're going to overdo it. That's all there is to it. Come off here, leave a space between your line, and pop. Now your plates, same way. They've got them different directions and stuff. Just one swoop. One swoop. Come off a little bit, just any direction you want, just to kind of make it like a mist. And you got your down plate right here. That's going to be, see it? Your down plates here. So you have to remember, I made the first one here. So I can just do whatever I want with it to make it my own. I can make another plate here if I want, another here, and then so on. Come across here, here, and here. Now I know my dimensions have to come back that way. So you have your blacks here, so I'll just come across on the bottom real lightly. Here. This one will swoop at an angle. Make this a little thicker. This one has a downward swoop to it, so you have your little shadow pieces here that, you know, your little highlights. I can actually just take it from here or anywhere. Just go straight down. Mist it in a little bit. Same thing here, just mist them in a little bit. You got your heavy black right there we need to finish out. So we can just come here. Like that. And it kind of finishes that out to here. So you have to come up and then up this way. And then we can finish out our other mists or whatever we want to do, because we're going to put that white in there. Same thing here. Like that. And then you take your white off here. And then finish this one up here. Come off with a slight mist here. And you have a heavy black here, like so. Pop it here. Bam, bam. Got a really, really heavy black here. Never go up, you'll bend your paper, and then you have to start all over because you can't give a piece of crap to your customer. I'm just going to lightly mist in this black to fill in all this here. Like that. Okay, now we've got that done. The trick piece here is you can actually do a gray. I prefer a gray. If you do a gray on it, let me move my cam here. There we go. Let me see if you guys can see it. There you go. Now, we'll pop our red in there just to fill it in. This will finish up here in a little bit, but let's just pop our red in there. So that it don't kill the shade, see? Because remember, this is beeswax, water oil kind of deal, you know, it's not going to mix and not going to ruin it, but still, you don't want to mess with it. You still have to put some oranges in there. So always just go in the center piece right here and then mix your orange with it to make that highlight up. I mean, you want it thick enough, but you don't want it too damn thick. This right here, I'll go ahead and turn red on it because I'm going to mix my colors with it in my shades anyways. I'm going to leave a little bit of a highlight here. I got my red. Now I can take my orange and pop it in. Now we still have the look. See, now you can start blending in more of your different tones into it. Okay, now this one's actually pretty orange right here, so you can just mix it in here. This little piece that he's got here, because the light is hitting it, it's probably just the tip. So we can go here, and then off here, we'll do this with the larger one. And just come down here. You try to go with the flow, but you don't really need to. But it does make it look better.
So you're going to have some yellows and whites in there, mostly right here. Now we'll do the orange and the yellow. In fact, I'll do my yellow now. What you can do is come back with your pencils, see, and then you can define it. See, you're using your markers and your pencils at the same time, because if it does it too heavy, then you can get in there and just fine tip it. It's never a loss, you see. So you can come in here and just do your reds real quick right over that yellow marker. It's just alcohol basically. So if you got a little splash right there, you come in with some yellow paint and pop it. Okay. Getting there.